Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another mega episode of Musical People Journey's rock album review show, where we are reviewing the latest albums released in the mega month of August. And boy, if you're a regular listener, you are going to be in for a treat this month, because we're reviewing about 20 albums in total this month. It's just the plethora of albums that have been released are amazing. So, without further ado though, let's welcome to the gang today. And with me today is Trish, is Dom, is William. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you all. Wow, what a! I've really kind of made you work this month, haven't I, guys? You guys, you lot are doing 10 albums, and the other lot are doing another 10 albums. So I've had to listen to 20 albums, apart from Trish, who's also listened to 20 albums. So it's been. Well, I couldn't resist. There was just too much good stuff out there that needed bringing to the fro. So what's the show all about? We're reviewing 2 albums head to head, rate them out of 5, see which one we would spend our hard-earned money on, and then if it gets more than 20, dun dun dun, will it get into our Hall of Fame? Will it get into our Album of the Year show, which is only 3 months away now. We're nearly there.
Oh boy!
Very, very exciting. And this one. So who have we got? Well, first of all, let's give a shout out to Simon, who would normally be here today, but he is in bed with flu. Bye, Simon. Sorry. Hope get better soon,
Simon.
Anyway, so first up today, Skindred versus Caskets. Dun dun dun. So, who are Skindred? Well, if you're into rock and you've not heard of Skindred, they're a Welsh band whose music fuses heavy metal with reggae, among others. Formed in Newport in 1998, they're well known for their energetic and involving live performances, and won several awards, including Best Live Band in 2011, UK Metal Hammer Golden Awards, and a Devotion Award in 2011 by Kerrang as well. So, now we have, obviously, we've seen Skindred in concert. Well, I know me, Will, and Trish, when they were supporting Volbeat, and they were amazing. Probably one of the best opening support acts I think I've ever seen.
Phenomenal.
But particularly that Newport helicopter, I love it. Where they just, everybody's in the audience waving their t-shirts around. Amazing. Dom, have you seen Skindred? Have you ever seen Skindred?
No, never seen them. No, I missed out on that. I imagine that they would be amazing band live. It's a really good album. I mean, it's reggae metal from Wales. What could be better for you, Nigel, than that, eh?
Well, I mean, I have an exhaustive list, but I mean, if you're into reggae, you're into metal, and you're Welsh, I mean, you're not going to get much better. But so, was this the first time you'd listened to them, Dom?
No. I heard of them before. They've definitely been around there, because they've been around for quite a while, right? And this is it's like party time metal. Well, this album was anyway. I think they've been pretty much heavier in the past, and I expect they're probably heavier live as well. I mean, there were moments in the album here, but it's kind of like party time, big energy, lots of fun metal, which I really enjoyed. I mean, Give Me That Boom, I thought was a banger, absolute banger. It's an anthem, kind of just waiting to happen, really, isn't it? Sometimes it got a bit chill, it got a bit of that kind of smooth reggae vibe for me, but that's all right. You got to have the highs and the lows. Kind of like, it felt like a bit like a party mixtape, you know what I mean, with a kind of a reggae feel going through it. But it was like summer vibes holding on into September. So yeah, good album.
Yeah, they did play "Give Me That Boom" when they were supporting Volbeat, and it was a brilliant stadium anthem kind of song as well. So, Will, did it live up to your hopes, aspirations, and expectations, my friend?
I would say it veritably exceeded my hopes and expectations. Obviously, the Skindred have been around for donkey's years at this point, and they've been playing like festivals every year with the same few tracks, and it's really good to see them releasing a new album it's still very Skindred, but it sounds obviously different to a lot of what they have done before. So it's nice to see them still going on after all this time and still being able to perform such fantastic songs. And for me, ending it with Unstoppable, which highlight track for me, ending it on the best anthem song in my opinion. It's and they're great. And as a man with Welsh blood in him as well, you gotta love the Welsh.
Oh, wow, I mean,
sue me, it's
Yeah, no, I'm born and bred for the valleys myself, but absolutely. So Trish, have you got any Welsh in you?
No.
Do you?
What?
It's an old chat that no. So anyway, Trish, what did you think of Skindred?
Well, let's just say the opening track, Our Religion, didn't make me want to join their religion, and please let there be a saving grace in the rest of this album. Then the head bopping, Gimme That Boom, and Set Razors kicks in, and all is not lost. This heavy electronic rap metal music isn't normally my bag, as we all know. But Life That's Free was a pleasant surprise and a breath of fresh air, as it had a different twist to it musically. Then with LOVE, Smile Please, a bit of reggae and a trumpet in this song is a feel-good song. It has you dancing along and does make you smile. The last track, Unstoppable, and I have to say, I didn't want the album to end. From what was an awful start for me to the album with the opening track, I ended up bloody loving it, as it does have a bit of everything thrown in there. It's different, and Skindred are pure entertainment value in this album.
Yeah, I mean, the album is called Smile. So maybe I forgot to mention that. So the album is called Smile, and you'd have to be somebody soulless, and not to smile at certain aspects of this album, because it was terrific. I agree with Trish. I think if that's free was a phenomenal track. Absolutely, just a bit of everything. I loved it. I mean, you can't not pound away to Give Me That Boom. It's just infectious, isn't it? It's a real anthem kind of stadium song, and very much in that mould of Skindred. I do smile, and I love the name of the album because I can't help myself but smile when either I'm watching them or I'm listening to the album. Was it a perfect album for me? Were there certain aspects I didn't enjoy? Yes, it did get a bit screamo and a bit heavy in places, and there was some aspects of it that really wasn't quite my cup of tea. But it was a terrific album, and I did thoroughly enjoy it. And there's certain tracks whenever somebody put Skindred on, I would be there. I'd be shouting, "Give Me That Boom!" So not the perfect album, but a thoroughly enjoyable album. But really enjoyed it. I thought it was absolutely terrific. So right, they are up against Caskets then. So who are Caskets? And their album Reflections. Will we be reflecting on that? So not knowing about Caskets. Previously known as Captivates, a metalcore band based out of Leeds. So it's a battle of British bands here, Wales versus England, and they're signed to Sharp Tone Records. At first glance, and I've listened to their EP album, they're promising, delivering catchy and energetic metalcore, is how somebody once described them. But underneath the wide swath of powerful instruments provided by fellow band members Craig and Benji on guitar, Chris on bass, James on drums, lies Matt's truth. Whatever Matt's truth is a common lyrical thread that pulls Caskets' music together in this unfiltered openness. Unfiltered openness. Let's reflect on that, shall we, William? Let's reflect on that, my friend. Reflect. And during your reflections of this album, what did you think of Reflections?
Well, upon reflection, listening back to it now, and thinking back to when I first listened to it, I'm not going to carry on trying to do reflection response. This is going to get old very quickly.
Oh no, do Simon. That's a Simon thing.
No, it's really good. Obviously, this is very much my kind of music with this album. As a filthy little metalcore boy, as I am, it's my kind of genre. It's the whole. It's very reminiscent of old 2000s sort of like emo-y, punky bands with that a bit of a heavier side, with a bit of screamy here and there. For me, it was very reminiscent of I Prevail a lot of the time. Because it's the way he sings is very reminiscent of that same kind of voice and style, which are certainly positives to me. I love I Prevail. They're fantastic. But this is just, I don't know what I say. It's a really solid, surprising album. It's really good. They've got, for me, really good musical composition. The vocals really complement the music in the background, and sometimes it gets a bit heavier. Sometimes it stays a bit more, I say mellow comparative to heavy. But it's just a really good album. I approve of this.
You
Good times.
approve. On reflection,
I approve. They can.
Your reflections
Oh
are
dear.
an approve. Fair enough.
I approve. They can carry on. There you go.
Cool. Trish, how would you reflect upon the album by Caskets?
Well, I put, what will my reflection of this album and band be, as I've not heard of them?
I'm not the
The
only
album
one
is that-
throwing shades of reflections around then.
You
Love
know.
it.
This album is aptly titled, as it is about the vocalist's personal struggles and looking back. The album kicks off with Believe, which is fast-paced with guitars. I liked the electronic synth rock formula throughout, but especially on Guiding Light, which is mixed really nicely. The album does flow well, and the pacing is quite fast. The last 3 songs even include some violins, which give it a little twist. The album as a whole is a fun listening experience.
Now, I mean, as a man of religion, Dom, all your life you've been reflecting, and you continue to reflect. So, was this album? Did you reflect on this album? And before you start speaking, you are on mute, by the way.
Well, yeah, I thought this was really impressive album. Actually, I thought it was great. I really get what Will says. There's something kind of retro about it, which really appealed to me and drew me in straight away. It's kind of in that classic metalcore genre. Again, I love metalcore, as you know. I love it when it goes from there, gets harder and heavier. But it also had that kind of emotional power put into it, which I really like. So, again, that's that classic metalcore, bit emo. Like the album titles there, wasn't there? More Than Misery, Too Late, 6 Feet Down, Hate Me. It's a classic, love it. That always draws me in. That's an album I want to listen to. There wasn't anything massively original in what they were doing, but every song I thought was really well written. Musically sounded amazing. I thought the production was good. A production company or a management company has obviously thrown a lot of money into this band because they're a young band and they obviously see some big things in them. And there was, like Trish said as well, some fresh sounds that were chucked in there to give it a little bit of originality. I thought the drumming was amazing. Always love a bit of power drumming going on. So, yeah, it was a hit. It was a hit for me.
Cool. Okay, let's make no bones about this. This is a brilliant album. It is a brilliant album. It really is. Better Way Out, Believe, In the Silence were standout tracks for me. Absolutely love the mixture. Love the mellowness in combination to some heavy hitting. Would I say perfect? Probably not, but damn close. But a brilliant album. Oh my god. I think this band is absolutely terrific. Really loved it. I love the composition. I agree with the drumming. I agree with the vocals. I agree with everything you guys just said. It was absolutely terrific. So when I reflect on this, it will be in a very, very positive light. I thought this was what a battle. I mean, literally, this is a heavyweight smash up round the round from the newcomers against the old sloggers, and slightly different, but still kind of that, because there's elements to Skindred that is metalcore as well. But a terrific album. This Caskets, brilliant. What an album, guys! Absolutely terrific. Looking forward to seeing more from you guys. And who knows? Maybe they'll come on and talk to maybe Skindred. Who knows? With our delightful social media queen here, with the amount of interviews we've got, it's absolutely terrific. Anyway, so we don't have Simon's vote, so things may well change, but we are live, and therefore here's what's the scores that are going to count. So really, there's 4 of us. You're going to need to get, I think it's 16 or something to get into our Hall of Fame. Let's do a little bit of calculation, shall we, everybody? Let's just do a quick calculation. So normally with 4,
Ooh,
it's a bit.
maths.
I know, right? Oh God. There we go. So we need. So the maximum is 20, obviously divided by 4. So that's obviously 5. So what do you need to get over the magic score of 4? With 16, isn't it? It's got to be 16. So they need 16 to get into our Hall of Fame. Bum bum bum. I think it's going to be close. I think these two bands might just be creeping in there. Let's find out, shall we? Dun dun dun. Right, let's start. Who did we start? We started with the wonderful Dom, so we're gonna kick off there. Dom, let's hear it for Skindred.
Skindred, I'm going to give 3.5.
Oh, okay, cool. I was expecting a little bit more, but you just never know. William, Skindred.
Oh, I think I'm going to 4. I think
4?
that's what. Yeah, 4.
And Trish.
4.
A 4. Oh, it's also a 4 from me. So that evil Dom.
Evil Dom.
Evil Dom.
Some reflection he's having.
It's just a couple of those little mellow tracks that, just took it just a little
behaviour.
bit.
Well, let's see.
Too
You
mellow
never
for you.
know when we finally get something for it. I might push over, but for now, they're not in our Hall of Fame. Caskets and reflections then. Dom, let's get your vote then.
4.5.
4.5.
Solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
big scores, big scores. William,
Yeah, same. Solid 4.5.
4.5.
No question.
Wow. Okay. Trish,
3.5.
3.5. Boo.
Now who's evil?
Hiss.
I know, right?
Boo, boo, hiss, hiss, hiss. Well, no surprise, it's a hat trick of 4.5s because it's a 4.5 from me as well. So they're in the Hall of Fame, guys. I mean, they are. They're there. They're going to get in. Well, we'll find out if they get to the shortlist or whether they get a wildcard entry into our album of the year. But it's 9. It's 30.5. It's everyone gets half. Why do people do halves? 9 and
Just
8.
for that very
You gave
reason.
us that option,
I
mate.
know, right? It's 17. It's huge score. It's a big score. It really is a big score. So it's an absolute cracker. So well, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Trish would buy Skindred. I would buy Caskets, and you two would also buy Caskets. Caskets narrowly win this big, massive heavyweight battle of the bands. Congratulations to Reflections. 2 fine, damn good albums. Well worth checking out. Really good. And I got to say, it was a fantastic start to the journey this month and the amount of stuff on there. But you'll be able to check out our scores on YouTube and crack on. Anyway, so well, what can we say? Thank you very much for joining us. If you like what we talk about, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please share it on our Facebook. Check us out. And we've got loads of amazing interviews, particularly from up and coming bands who are telling their stories, which is great. So please check out our YouTube channel. And there's bound to be stuff in there that you want there. I'd just like to share one thing. Do you know how many albums that these 2 albums that we've just reviewed were our 251st and 52nd albums?
Oh,
Wow.
I know, right?
fantastic.
Hey, whoa, wowzers, what a journey that we've been on. So what a milestone. So thank you very much for everybody for support out there. Thank you for listening. Please leave your comments, and we're getting more and more comments, which is nice to see. But anyway, so thank you very much. Thank you to my crew, to Trish, to Dom, and to William. Goodbye.
Bye.
Keep on rocking, everybody.
Good.